And you know me, bro, I never back the early kickoff. And you know me, bro, I never back the early kickoff. Back the early kickoff. And you know me, bro, I never back the early kickoff. Finesse like.
What's going on, people? Welcome to Never Back the Early Kickoff episode 3, the podcast that keeps you one step ahead of the bookies while having a proper laugh doing it. No filters, no nonsense, just solid picks, proper chat, and a weekly reminder that backing the early kickoff does ruin lives. My name is Leon, and I have an unhealthy obsession with picking in-play cards.
And I'm Josh, and I'm just a loser this weekend. So
You're a loser every weekend, mate. This isn't anything new. This isn't anything new.
Oh my God, how was your weekend? Because I don't even know where to begin with mine. Mine was an absolute shocker.
Well, let's start with you. Let's start with you, mate. I could do with a good laugh. It's been a long day. I could do with a good laugh at your expense. So you start. You let us know how it's been going your end.
So started off with a couple of accas over the last week, and just nonsense was going on. And then moving on to the weekend, obviously there was a boost on Bet365, which was Embuemo to have a shot on target in the game. It's like happy days. Let's go. He's going to be up for it. He's going to want it. Let's go. And absolute nothing. I think that was probably one of the most embarrassing performances I've seen for a player visiting his old club. That's moved on to a better club, like ever. Like he just was.
That's debatable that he's moved on to a better club, mate. Because Man U were in the mud. But no, I'm with you. To be fair,
I'm paid for what you'd expect to be a bigger club, though.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. To be fair, because usually when players go back to their old clubs, they've got like a bit of a point to prove, haven't they?
Exactly.
He just went back and shit the bed, mate. The whole 11 just shit the bed. To be honest, I'm never having any Man U players to have shots on target or nothing. They're just embarrassing.
No, it was just. It was just lackluster. It was just embarrassing. Like, I know I had a feeling they were going to win, and Brentford were going to win anyway, but that was just another level of embarrassing.
So you had him, and Buemo's let you down early. What was that, early kickoff as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What's that about never back the early kickoff and you straight on the early kickoff? You're an idiot, you are. Carry on.
And then over to Celtic. So obviously Celtic, best team in the league by far, absolutely win 90% of the games in the league, don't they? And they're just 0-0, just nothing. Just they let me down across so many accas because I was so confident on them. I had them on about 3 accas. And then there was one where I didn't have them, and then that takes us over to Spurs versus Wolverhampton Wanderers. And we all know what happened there again. Again, just so Spursy. That is the most... Why Spurs just do it? Why can you never back Spurs? And just because it's just always so bad when you actually do bet on them.
That's where the term Spursies come from, mate. They go to the Etihad and get a win, and then they'll go be at home to Wolves who are bottom of the league and can't do nothing. Get a last-minute winner. One of their players, Paulini, is ripping his top off and getting his abs out as if he's just bagged in the World Cup final. I'm like, mate, you've just scored an equaliser against Wolves at home. Get in that net, get the ball, and restart the game. What are you doing, taking your top off, celebrating with the crowd?
Yeah, like what are you doing? What are you playing at? Like, come on, have a bit of decorum.
Nah, shocking. Let me bring you back to Celtic. Did Celtic actually batter Hibs? Or was it like, did they just play crap? Or was it one of them where their XG was about 5.4 and they just didn't score?
Yeah, they played all right. Joe, I'll get the exact XG up. 1 second.
Because usually with Celtic, you'd expect them to absolutely just pepper teams in that league.
Well, yeah, they usually do, don't they? That's what I mean. Like, that's what's so fuming. Because the good odds, considering like they're the home team and the better team. By far. So let's have a look. 0-0. 2.99 expected goals.
Basically free.
Yeah. 26 shots, 6 on target, 8 chances created, 7 corners. Yeah.
That's seen.
2.99, 1.34 from shots on target. So yeah, 26 shots. Oh, and it would work twice.
It would work twice, nice.
15 shots inside the box.
That's just one of those where like there's always like when you've got like a heavy favourite and your acca goes down, always it's never like an even game. It's always your team have absolutely battered the other team. It's usually, to be fair, your team have loads of shots on target, and then it ends like 1-1, and the other team's XG is like 0.3 or something.
0.1. Yeah. No, definitely he's always like that. But yeah, it's just horrible, isn't it? And obviously, then you've got the Spurs.
And what was I going to say? So how many accas went down there on Celtic and Spurs?
I had two with Celtic on and one with Spurs on.
Nice.
Oh no, actually, no, I had three with Celtic. That's a lie. Tell a lie. 'Cause I had my 25, my weekly 25 that yeah, obviously went down with Spurs. So, Colin, tell me about your weekend then.
No, I'm not done having fun at your expense yet. Did you put any more bets on over the weekends with just 4 accas?
I had a couple of fouls ones, which again, it's not my forte, so they didn't really come anywhere close. But the Brian shot on target was the worst. That was the most annoying one out of them all. And then obviously Celtic 2.99 xg, and that was on like my big one as well, my big 20-fold, and then the bigger one I put on over the weekend, and then Spurs later on. And yesterday, I didn't really have much yesterday. So,
Did you have any in the week last week?
you ready for this? Guess who I had?
I'm ready. I was born ready.
Guess who I had?
You had. Well, you said you were going to have Benfica. I told you not to have last week. I said, well, look at this. Go back to the clip when I said Benfica are not going to win.
And what did they do? Last minute.
Benfica again.
Last minute, 93rd minute or something like that.
Right, what was the score? What, like 1-1, 2-2?
Yeah, 1-1. Last minute of the game again.
Was it another Mendy circus moment?
No, it's like just an offside, play a bit the offside trap and which went through, and just last minute of the game. Like, what? I don't understand what they're doing. They were like 1-8 as well. It was literally just like a daily boost to like get over the next couple of days and just increase it for a big one on the weekend, and just shut the bed and sent me home with my tail between the legs.
That's Maureen for you, mate. Jose Maureen. Like, just 1-0 merchants they're going to be now. Like, I'm never having Benfica. I love Mourinho, but his teams, he's just a 1-0 merchant. Can't be trusted.
Yeah, it's just diabolical and embarrassing, isn't it? I've done that 2 weeks in a row, 2 or 3 weeks in a row. They've done it the other weekend where Osmond made that mistake. Then in the Champions League against Karabag, and then against also 1-1 last week as well. So they're firmly up. Don't bet on this for a long time now.
Yeah, that's the triple threat, and they definitely won the weekend as well, just to add a bit more salt in the wound.
And they'll probably go on the next like a 6-game win rate, and then I'll back them again, and then they'll lose again.
Yeah, it's always the way. Always the way.
Always the way. So yeah, what's been going on for you over the past weekend?
Mate,
it's hard to remember everything for the following week.
Yeah, mate, call me Mystic Mac, because I just predict these things, mate. Matty Cash, what did I say? What did I say? I said, when he's up against that Cambiani, he's going to foul him loads. Fouled him 3 times in the first half. Got booked on the 3rd foul. First player card. Went all in on Matty Cash. So that was just a lovely, lovely, lovely win that was. That was Tuesday night. Then, how was what?
How much did you win on it?
3-2-5.
Nice.
I'm a little bit pissed off, to be honest, because William Hill have started imposing restrictions on me. Because I've won too many in-play cards. So I used to be able to put any stake on, and now they restrict me to like I can only put certain amounts on each one depending on the odds. So that one I was only allowed to put like 30 on that. So that's pissed me off, to be honest, but it is what it is. So yeah, that was a good start to the week. Moving into the weekend, got a few in-play cards.
Okay.
So I had Millwall had a right back called, I can't remember his first name, something Leonard. Never heard of him, to be honest.
Yeah.
He was against the tricky winger for Swansea, and he'd fouled him like 3 times. So
Okay.
I went in on him at like 5-1. And that come in, which was good. So that was a decent one. Who else did I win on? So John McGinn on
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah, Captain Matt, he scored such a nice goal. But yeah, like John McGinn. The reason why I went for John McGinn was because he's not been booked in the Prem this season. And when Fulham had got I swear Fulham had got like 3 players booked. So like the ref had booked 3 Fulham players. So I knew that the minute a Villa player had done anything, it was going to be a yellow. And then obviously with McGinn not having one this season. And Fulham had that geezer, Josh King, that young lad who's got a bit about him. It's quite tricky.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I just thought there's a good chance John McGinn will bring him. I mean, he didn't bring him down. I think he brought down Sessegnon. Was it Sessegnon? I think it might have been Sessegnon. So yeah, McGinn got him in play. Got him at about 4-1. I think it was 4-1, which was cool. Moving on to Newcastle, Arsenal. So that was the game I mentioned last week. Joe Linton, what did I say? Like, it's at the point where I'm just like, I should have just put like 500 quid on Joe Linton to get booked in that game. Like, there's just no way he's not going to get booked. Did you watch the game?
I watched bits of it.
Did you see his tackle on Saka in the first minute?
No.
When he just literally just went in like and absolutely sived him down after like literally 30 seconds from behind. Yeah, the ref didn't book him, but I was like, oh my god, like that should be the booking straight away. So Joe Linton went in and he went in for kicking the ball away. I mean, he can get booked anything, absolutely anything. But kicking the ball away for him is a new one. So I went in heavy on Joe Linton, one on him. I don't think who else I won on.
Did you do first card foul for that one?
Yes, I did. I picked 2 players. No, 3 players actually. I covered 3 because I wasn't sure. I went for Joe Linton for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
I went for Timber and I went for Calafiori because it was really confusing because I thought Gordon would be against Timber. But then when they did the lineups on Sky, they said Gordon was playing on the right against Calafiori and Joe Linton was going to start on the left. And Newcastle playing 3-4-3. Yeah. So I was like, well, I don't know if it's going to be Timber or Calafiori or Joe Linton, so I just covered them all. And Calafiori went in first card. Weren't even a booking in my opinion. I just think the ref just shit himself in the second half because he hadn't booked anyone and just thought first player that does a foul, I'm booking her. So Calafiori, man, that was another one. And then I've got an accas going. I actually put on an accas starting the other week. I've not been doing too well on accas. I usually leave that to you, but put on a 20-fold. Had all the League Cup games in the week to get the yeah. I mean, Liverpool tried the best to absolutely fuck me over at home to Southampton. I mean, like, they were 1-1, then Ekatike scores and then decides to take his top off after he's already booked. So,
why would you do that?
I mean, mate, you scored against Southampton in the League Cup second or third round. Like, relax. I actually like Ekatike, but I'm like, why are you taking your top off for? Like, number one, he had like an undershirt on, so it ended like you're getting the most Salah abs out. And number two, why are you taking your shirt off just to show your undershirt? That's the same.
I don't understand that.
When you've scored against Southampton in the League Cup, I don't understand what it is. There'll be loads of players who were celebrating taking the tops off this weekend. Danny Welbeck done it as well. I was just thinking, what's going on here?
I don't understand the last minute of the game if you just do it and you run off absolutely ecstatic. But the fact that you said score against Southampton, you took your top off and you're getting sent off because you've already got a car.
Mate, it just made no sense. But so Liverpool were holding on against Southampton, but I've managed to get to 16 wins out of 20. So I got 4 teams left on that accas. 4 teams, mate, and if they come in, it'll be $3.5 grand.
Okay, then you got
last 4 teams to go. So I've got Champions League this week. So I've got Bayern Munich away at Paphos.
Okay, that's an easy W.
I've got Inter at home to Slavia Prague.
That should be an easy W.
I've got Arsenal at home to Olympiacos.
It should be another easy W.
And then I've got Arsenal at home to West Ham on Saturday. Nuno's managing that. No, they should still win, but it's kind of pissed me off a bit that Potter got potted. Now Nuno's in because he might stink out a draw. But
I can't wait for Arteta to just play all the kids or something in the Champions League and.
Oh no! To be fair, mate, even if he rolls out the kids' own, they should have enough for Olympiacos, surely.
Yeah, but you never know about Arteta. You know what he likes. He likes to get his face in the paper, don't he?
He does like to get his face in the paper, but yeah, mate. So four games away from $3.5 grand, mate. So I will definitely be fingers and toes crossed, mate, because I will be buzzing. If that lands this week, mate, I will be buzzing. So those who are tuning in next week, you'll be able to tell instantly whether that's coming or not. So, yeah, my God. We'll see, mate. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. So those were the wins, mate. And to be honest, over the whole week, I'm up about 950.
Okay.
So with my wins, Yeah, about 9:50. I did have a few losses across the week that pissed me off. I'd Les Malou, who plays for Paris. I usually win a lot of money on it. He won me a lot of money last season.
Who did
Um,
Paris FC?
he used to play for Brest, but he's moved to FC Paris.
Okay.
He'd done 4 fouls after 20 minutes. It was like 3-1. So I went in quite heavy on him. He ended up with he didn't know all the fouls for the next 70 minutes.
That's rather annoying.
So yeah, that was annoying. That was quite a bad loss. I lost on Timber. I went in playing Timber. I went on in playing Timber and Joe Linton. So Joe Linton come in, but Timber didn't. So he let that double down. The one that really was a kick in the nuts was I was watching the Barca versus Real Sociedad game.
Yeah.
It was 1-1 and it was quite a tight game. And then Lamine Yamal got subbed on. And the left back had done 5 tackles against the winger before Lamine, but hadn't done a foul. So I literally went in really heavy on him to do a foul. And then literally the minute Yamal come on, the manager moved him over to right back and put on a new left back. The new left back got with him straight away.
You didn't even get the sub insurance either.
No, he stayed on the pitch.
He didn't go off the pitch. He didn't get the
No,
sub
he went
insurance.
for right back. Against Marcus Rashford, he just kept getting the ball and shooting.
Oh my God, how's your head?
Oh, mate, I weren't in a good place, mate. So I went in heavy on the foul and went in heavy on a card. And then literally, look, Yamal come on, skinned him one time, and the manager just moved him over to the other side.
Oh, the love's in your head.
Oh, mate. Oh, you wouldn't.
Love's in your head.
The only good thing is I'd want to. I was on. It's been a good weekend, mate, and I'd already had a couple in the bank. That was one of those weekends where it wasn't going my way, mate. Honestly, I would have lost my marbles.
Yeah.
So yeah, mate, all in all, mate, up a good amount. Happy week.
Okay, then that's not too bad then. That's solid. I'd love to see it. I can't say the same because I had a horrendous shocker of a weekend and week.
No, we said last episode we were going to speak it into existence, mate. We needed to bring that positivity.
Yeah, no, Benfica win. All right, that's what we pray for.
It is, mate. Every loss takes you closer to a win. That's my mantra.
Well, just get it tattooed on your forehead or something.
And I need to get a picture put up behind me in my room, mate. So obviously, mate, you didn't have the best week last week, but we're gonna turn these fortunes around. And I've got a feeling that you're gonna have a better week this week. We can't get any worse, can it? Really?
No.
So, what are you thinking this week then? Lots of games. We got the Prem, we got Champions League, Europa League. Where's your head at in the week and the weekend?
Well, we've got Championship League on League 2. So I think I'm going to start off with Birmingham City tomorrow night. Well, this is Monday now, so it'll be, Birmingham versus Sheffield Wednesday. I think Blues, they're obviously one of the better teams. They're aiming for promotion, and Sheffield Wednesday just look crap, don't they? They look awful. The only team that looks worse is Sheffield United, which...
Aren't they bankrupt? Or and there's something going on with the owners?
Yeah.
Like getting paid and stuff?
Yeah, there's been loads of issues. Players weren't getting played. I'm sure at the start of the season, they didn't even know if they were going to have enough to fill the squad. So
I'm sure I read somewhere that they can't even pay for players to have tape around the socks.
What?
That's bad times.
That's probably
Players are having to pay for their own tape for their socks and that. Bad times.
That's embarrassing. So yeah, Blues to beat Sheffield, Cardiff to beat Burton. Cardiff again, one of the best teams in the league by far. They're smashing it. They've got some good players for that level, and Burton are just inconsistent and just lingering near the bottom.
Yeah.
I'm toying up for the other midweek game that I'm going to pick. Special mention, I think Newcastle are really good odds to beat Union.
Don't put that on because you'll jinx us. Don't put that on.
I might put.
Don't put that on. Leave Newcastle out of it.
And then, Porto at home to Red Star. I think that's just a golfing quality. And then Spurs versus Bodo is always an interesting one. But, I think one of the ones I'm most confident is probably Blues, Cardiff and Porto. And they're all at home as well, so that always gives you a bit of an extra voom, don't it?
Are these midweek games?
Yeah, these are all midweeks. This is Tuesday and Wednesday. Unless Porto in the Champions League or in the Conference League.
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah, it'll be Tuesday, Wednesday or Thursday anyway. And then on the weekend, I think, Arsenal at home to West Ham. I think they're just...
Leave them off as well, because they're on my accas, my big one.
No, that's who I want to put on. So Arsenal home to West Ham, I think, yeah, obviously the way they're playing, obviously the late goal against Newcastle was just a great, something great.
You have to say that with a smile on your face. I nearly put my phone through my TV when Gabriel got his big head on that corner. Oh my God. I'm so annoyed. I'm so mad.
You love throwing it away, don't you?
Oh my God. It's all. Did I tell you that? I put 100 quid on us to lose when it went 1-1.
Did you? They did.
No, I literally went 1-1. After I watched what happened when we played Liverpool at home, I literally put 100 quid on it. Like, because I'd won on Joe Linton, I literally put £100 of that money on Arsenal to win. Because I thought, we loved you throwing it away last minute. And it was only 3-1. And I just put 100 quid on it, like, for my Joe Linton winnings.
Very nice.
Not nice. I didn't want us to get beat. I just knew it was going to happen.
Well, yeah, but you profited from it, so you can't really moan at that, can you?
I can moan at it, and I will moan at it, but carry on, isn't it?
And then Villa, Burnley. I think we're looking good now. Starting to look better after the weekend. After getting a win last week on Thursday, win on the weekend. So Burnley again, shocking it now. So I think Villa home to Burnley, and then the last pick for the weekend is Napoli versus Genoa. Yeah, Napoli, are one of the stronger teams in the league. Genoa are patchy and a bit all over the place at the minute. So yeah, my three for the weekend: the Arsenal, Villa, and Napoli. So
I think picking Villa is risky.
Got back the boys, ain't Got back the boys.
I just feel like Burnley are capable of just stinking out a draw there. And I know you beat Fulham 3-1, but like when Jimenez went off injured, Fulham were playing with Traore up front, who ain't even a striker.
Yeah, like, it's just starting to look like it's slowly clicking now.
Well, I'll remember that. I'll remember that when we talk again next week, mate. And Burnley have rolled you over 2-1. Lyle Foster. We'll see.
Nah, not happening. Definitely not happening. Villa Park, going to win in front of the boys.
We'll revisit this next week, mate. Don't you worry.
Okay, we will. We'll see. But let's go. Let's dance. Because Villa are going to win. Best team in the world.
Don't make me pull up the Premier League table. You're below us, mate, and we're having a shocking season, so don't even start.
And we got the same points.
Yeah, but goal difference.
Yeah, and we're literally having one of the worst starts of the season we've ever had. Well, had in a long time.
Yeah, so
you have been, or you thought you was doing all right. So shows different quality. You're on the same points. Okay, then. So I've given what teams I thought are going to win for the week. What are your thoughts on cards and bookings?
So 3 games. I've got I like picking 3 games to focus on. I could give a couple more, but I'm going to focus on 3. When it comes to the Champions League, you've got Chelsea, Benfica. I think that's on Tuesday night, 8 o'clock. Return of Jose to the bridge, mate. So it's going to be a big night. And the reason why I like this was a couple of reasons why I like this game. One, because Benfica have been shit in the bed recently, and so Mourinho's going to want to get a result, and it's against his own club. 2, Chelsea got beat by Bayern in the first Champions League game, so they're going to want to get a result at home. And they got beat they got beat by Man United, and they got beat by Brighton at the weekend.
That's going to be in trouble.
Exactly. So Chelsea need a result. And the other reason why I like is it's going to be a South American blood back in the centre of that part. Because you've got Richard Rios from Colombia, who's an absolute dirtbag. You've got Moises Caicedo. You've got Enzo Fernandez. They're all just going to be at each other fouling. So what I'm looking at in that game is 100% a Moises Caicedo yellow and a Richard Rios yellow. They're both going to go in. Because it's at Stamford Bridge, I'd be more likely to do a Rios first booking. But then part of me is also thinking Otamendi as well. I could see Otamendi as an Argentinian coming straight through the back of João Pedro, early door. So Otamendi's also going to be on my radar. But I think for bookings, Rios, Caicedo, Otamendi's got a good chance. And then maybe Enzo. Enzo had a few recently, so I'm less inclined to go for Enzo. More inclined to go for Moises. So that game, keep your eye on that one, big game. The second Champions League game is PSG v Barca. Yeah, I think that's Wednesday. The reason why I like PSG Barca is one, because PSG have got a couple of injuries. So recently, their tactics are get the ball to Cavani and let him run. So I was really pissed off the weekend because I missed the kick-off start time. And he got their right back hook first and I missed it. So keep an eye on Cavra to get Kunde. He basically centre half. He plays right back for Barca.
He plays up from at the minute because Dembele's out, isn't he?
Ramos.
Okay.
Ramos is playing up front at the moment.
Dewey or
Duez injured.
So he's played right.
I think it's been Barcola.
Yeah, Barcola.
Or a young kid, some 18-year-old I've never heard of.
Oh yeah.
Basically, because it's Ramos was some 18-year-old, they just keep giving the ball to Cavra.
Okay.
Like making him do all the work. So Kunde, I think, could probably get a booking in that game. I think it's going to be interesting to see Mendes v Yamal because Mendes locked him down in the Nations League?
Mendes locked everybody down.
He absolutely locked Yamal down. So I don't know. So I would usually like the left back against Yamal, but I think Mendes has got his number for now. But I think Mendes will foul Yamal, and I think Yamal will foul Mendes as well. So if you're doing first half fouls, Kunde, Mendes, Yamal, keep your eye on those. But for bookings, definitely Kunde. So that's the sort of the Champions League games I'm looking at. In terms of the league, again, Chelsea again. Similar reasons why I've got them against Benfica. Just because they're in such a poor run of form. And they're at the bridge against Liverpool. So I think it's a big one. I think that's the Saturday 5:30 game. So definitely keep your eye on that game. Again, if Moyes doesn't get booked against Benfica, he'll definitely go in against Liverpool. You got Gravenberch, you've got Alexis McAllister if he plays. There's definitely a few options there. But again, I'd be more focused on like the centre mids for bookings in that game. I think Enzo actually. I can see Enzo getting one. I can see Moyes is in the week and then Enzo against Liverpool. But yeah, definitely keep your eye on Chelsea, Liverpool. It's going to be a big game. And then the other one that's just sort of popped in there, there's actually a Friday night game, Fulham, Bournemouth. Yeah, just because it's a Bournemouth have got a really tight ground. And I think like that Josh King keeps getting the ball on the half turn, gets fouled a lot. I'm thinking of the likes of Tyler Adams and Christie in centre mid. Also, right back for Bournemouth, Jimenez. He's quite aggressive. And I think like he could get into trouble against Fulham's new winger, that Kevin.
Oh yeah.
Because this Kevin just thinks he's a Neymar regen, mate. He just thinks he's Neymar, and he's not. But he'll just get the ball and start popping tricks and try and take people on. Jimenez, for Bournemouth, has been booked 3 times out of 3. So he's due a game where he's not going to get booked, but I feel like just keep backing him to get booked until that day comes. 3 bookings in 3 is crazy work.
Yeah,
so that game, yeah. Jimenez, Adams, Christie, and obviously you've got the likes of Lukic, who's always there or thereabouts. Yeah, like I didn't think he was going to get booked the weekend, and he got a stupid one for pulling Rodgers down. So he's always, close to getting a card. So yeah, so those would be my 4 games to keep an eye on. Like as always, we'll be sort of posting. Like once lineups are out, we'll be sort of posting more. Once lineups are confirmed and what players that I think. So do keep an eye out on socials across the week as well.
Yeah. As like every week, we're doing a topic, and this week is doing your mates put on the same bets. So, what are your thoughts on that?
Mate, this one is close to home because this. I mean, in short, no, hell no, no way. Because I remember there's been so many times when I've shared bets when I've said to the lads in the group chat, this is what I'm putting on, and then people just copy. And it's like one of the betting commandments, one of the golden rules of betting is if you and your mate put on exactly the same bet, it don't come in. It never comes in. So I'm just like, no way. And what hurts me even more than a mate copying a bet and it not coming in is a mate copying 90% of your bet and changing the thing and then winning. I mean, and that's happened a couple of times, mate, and that just makes me want to just kick them out the group chat, just lose my head on that.
Yeah, we have had a few successful times, though.
No, but we have, but few and far between. And also, what we've done is we've introduced the 10% tax. So if you copy someone's bet and it wins, you've got to pay them 10% of the winnings, which I
That's
think I think that's more than fair.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, there was that time, Boxing Day that one year where you copied my bet. Remember? When was it? We were sat in tail back, and then that come in. But I think I had an extra team there, so and it come in. And that was I think I won like a grand that day. I think you won about 700 because I had Leicester. That was back in the day when Leicester were in the Championship. I think it was the season where they first come up. And then it was the other time when you copied my bet and didn't tell me.
Well, I think we need to have a bit of context on this because essentially, Josh, for some reason, wins every Boxing Day. So I've been friendly with Josh for many years. Every year on Boxing Day, he wins a big bet. So I'm just thinking to myself, well, if he wins every year on Boxing Day, I need to copy him on Boxing Day. So I copied him on Boxing Day. One team I didn't fancy and it come in, and then the team that I thought I didn't fancy come in, so he won a lot more than me.
Yeah, I think I won about grand. You done 700.
Yeah, and then the one when I copied you better and then didn't tell you, like, again, I deserve credit for that because I put the exact bet on. I didn't tell you. It was all coming in. Sunderland were playing somebody.
Sunderland were playing Hull.
It was Hull. And then they went down to 10 men.
Yeah.
And Sunderland scored. So the cash out went really high.
So, yeah. It was about to a dark grand return, wasn't it? And then I think the cash out went to just over a grand. And it was 20 minutes left.
Yeah, and I cashed it because I thought, nah, like Hull are going to score. And I said to you, look, mate, I've copied your bet. I've cashed it. I've got a lot of money here. I think you should cash the bet because Hull are going to score. Because my good conscience kicked in and thought, if I win a grand and you don't cash and you lose, then you're not going to be a happy camper. That's going to ruin your day. So as a good friend, I just fessed up and gave you some advice. You cashed out, and then Hull went and scored. So who was right and who... Me.
He was right. I didn't say you was wrong, did I?
Yeah. So a bit of context always helps. But what are your thoughts on it? Like putting on the same bet as you make? Because I'm quite strong in my opinion on this. I just think it don't work. I know we've got those two examples there, mate. But there's been so many more where we've been like, let's pick a couple of teams each that we all think and we'll do a joint acca. Let's all put this on, let's all put that on.
Like that time in Israel.
The time what?
The time in Israel, just before Christmas, that one, yeah, where the dodgy VAR penalty.
Yeah, that one, where like we literally had the same acca on, and then the game ended, our team won, and then the game just restarted for a VAR check. The game restarted so they could take a penalty and they scored it to bring our acca down. Yeah, I remember that, mate. You don't forget those sorts of things. I didn't even realise they had like VAR in I didn't realise they had VAR in Israel. They didn't even have it in like the Championship or anything. They've got it in Israel to like kill my acca. There you go.
So, what are my thoughts? Yeah, I think it can work. Obviously, if a team's going to lose, it's got nothing to do with you, mate, put it on the same bet. That's my opinion on it. But yeah, it's rather annoying when you make directly copies your bet and then it don't come in. It's like you just want to blame them. You want to blame anyone for you actually not coming in. Any excuse, right? Apart from yourself for picking those teams.
Yeah, but how does it feel when you put in all the work and picked out a bunch of teams, buzzing because you've won, and then your mates just copied you and won as well, off the back of your work?
Well, it is what it is, and it get that 10% tax. That's what 10% tax is there, isn't it?
Yeah, it just doesn't sit right. Like, I know I'm calling the kettle black here because, like, I've done it before and it's won for me, but I just think, like, would you just put your own one on, like, and I've just been burnt by it so many times. That's why I don't share. Like, I know obviously, like, I'll give like my thoughts on players that I think, but when it comes to like in plays and stuff, like I don't share that with like to the group chat like I used to.
No, you got to look for the value, haven't you? But also, sometimes, like you said, you got to act quick enough where sometimes you can't stop messaging people everyone first to tell them that you need to act quickly.
Yeah, I know, but it's more just as well as that though. It's just like because I'm always keeping on so many in-play cards. I just feel like I can't be like messaging people all the time. Like, put this on, 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 and then like people just to put it on, and then it just fucks me over because they've copied the bet and then we don't win. Like the amount of like covert bets that I won is a joke. Like the ones where like I don't say nothing and then I just put it in the group chat. It's a joke.
But yeah, that's part of it, right? You're in it in the moment, watching it. You're doing it.
Yeah. I just think I'm a bit superstitious with it, mate. Like me personally, like
There is a bit of superstition there, yeah, don't get me wrong. Like, but I look at the numbers, I back the numbers, and if the numbers are matching up, I don't care who's got it on.
oh, see, me and you are just different like that. Because I don't know why. Like I just think like in my head, it's just if someone copies this, like if someone copies this, it ain't gonna land. I think it's just because I don't know. I've just won so many when I've just not said anything.
Yeah.
I don't know what like it'd be like. Obviously, I haven't got the numbers to back that up. It's just more just I don't know, just my interpretation of it. Like, but I don't know. I just think like because I would never like if like you or some of the other lads like sent me bets that weren't Boxing Day. Because different when it's Boxing Day because you win every Boxing Day. As long as it's not Boxing Day, any bets that get sent to the group chat, mate, I'm like, oh, I'm not having that. I'm not having that. Even if I like the look of it.
Well, the one I sent you, and you won on with the Sunderland Hall one wasn't Boxing Day.
Was that not Boxing Day?
No, it was around Christmas, but it wasn't Boxing Day.
Same month, mate. Close enough.
Oh, you see, how did you tag low? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the week before Christmas, to be fair. So it was like literally like the weekend of like the 20th or something, but still wasn't.
Honestly, mate, when it hits Christmas, mate, I need to start hacking your phone just to see every single bet you put on in the month of December, so I can just copy it to win. But yeah, no, it'd be interesting to see what other people think about that. Like,
Yeah, I've just found the game, 17th of December, 2022.
that was the Boxing Day win.
No, that was the Sunderland Hall game that I was talking about.
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean, I'm interested to think what people out there think about that. So, yeah, be good to get your thoughts, people. So feel free to pop some comments down because I'll be interested to sort of see whether I'm just being a superstitious idiot or whether people actually do. Yeah, put the same big things on as the mates. Like when you put bets in the group chat, you copy each other and things like that. Because for me, it's just a big no-no. But I don't know, I could be in the minority. Yeah.
Okay, thanks for watching this week's episode of Never Back the Early Kickoff. We're hoping for a better week next week. Well, I am definitely. Leon's hoping for probably the same again, if not better.
I'm say, mate, more of the same for me. We're going to have another week like this week, minus Newcastle shit in the bed in the 90th minute. Another week like this week, mate, and I'll be a happy camper. But
yeah, I definitely need some improvement. So I'm back to the drawing board. But no, thanks for watching, guys, and see you next week. And good luck with all your bets across the week and the weekend.
Peace out until next time.
And don't forget to tune in next week for Never Back the Early Kickoff. Thanks for watching. Follow us across socials for more. And remember, this is for entertainment purposes only. Please gamble responsibly. 18+.